Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome! So in today's video, I'm super duper excited because today I'll be following Dollface Lyric. She uploaded a spring makeup tutorial and I wanted to test it out, see how it look on me. It looks really cute on her.
The material. You should be.
So if it looks cute on her, so I know it's gonna look cute on me.
No ma'am.
So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Let's go.
I already did my skincare, as y'all can see.
And
Girl is glistening and shining. So let's see what she does first.
again, the juices is flowing.
Okay, so for her brows, she ended up using the NYX micro pencil and the L'Oreal Infallible concealer to carve out her brows. Honestly, I don't even fill my eyebrows out anymore.
What do you mean by that?
I usually just carve them out with concealer and keep it pushing.
Few moments later.
Okay, so I ended up just filling in my brows using the e.l.f. micro pencil, and then I used the LA Girls Pro Concealer in Chestnut to kind of carve them out. I just did the bottom. I didn't know she do top and bottom, so I just did how I would normally do my eyebrows. But let me see what she does next.
And as y'all know, usually when I take a brown transition shade, I like to take it down my nose. This just helps with the start of the contour for the nose. And it just honestly just balances everything out. And I'm going to use this on top of that transition. I can't really explain. I'm just going to let y'all watch.
Okay, so for eyeshadow, she ended up using the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place. I haven't used this palette in so long, especially like color eyeshadows. I haven't touched my Juvia's Place palettes in a long time.
Ah, the ghetto! The ghetto.
So these are probably expired, to be honest.
Ew!
But she ended up taking the brown shade as her transitional shade first. Oh my gosh, this palette brings back memories.
OMG, you're about to hear me ramble about me loving colorful eyeshadows back when I had a makeup addiction. Enjoy.
I remember this palette. What was it? The Warrior 2 palette. And it was another palette that I used to use all the time to recreate like different makeup looks that I see on Instagram or from like different YouTubers between like 2016, 2018, 2019, even during some through like COVID time. Like I used to dig inside to my colored palettes.
Thank God I stopped rambling anyways. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Let's get back to the makeup look. Hey hee 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 hey hee hee hee.
And she didn't say like what direction or shape of the eyeshadow. I'm assuming she's following her natural eye shape. Okay, we got the first eyeshadow down. Alright, so after the brown shade, she ended up using the purple shade that's in this palette on top of the brown as I guess you would call it a transitional shade. And then what I'm gonna do on the brown side, I'm gonna go back over the edges, kind of make sure everything's like blended out. Okay, let me see what she does next.
Pretty. I don't know, y'all. That's cute. That purple is cute. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that blue. I'm gonna take that. Oh, oh, wait, hold on. Y'all see what I see? Oh my God.
Okay, so the third shade she used is this. Hold on, let me go back. I want to make sure I get the right shade because there's like 3 different greens in this palette. So I'll make sure I get the right green or blue green. Okay, yeah. So she used this one right here. And she took that more on like a flat brush. And she kind of used it on the lid and kind of like wherever else there was no eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take... I need to buy my brushes actually. Take this fluffy brush right here. Kind of similar to hers, but not as like dense as hers. Mine's more like that fluffy dense brush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this color. I'm just gonna go over that purple. And then what I'm gonna do, she went back in with that purple shade, kind of filling the gaps on the side. So I'm gonna do that too. You don't need no me time. That's you and me time. We be getting so loud. That dick make my soul smile. That dick made me so damn proud. Okay, so the next step she does is eyelashes, and I have these pair of eyelashes, you know, you get from like the wig companies and hair supply stores. So, and her lash was pretty fluffy and pretty long, so I'm gonna try either stack these or try to mimic the same eyelashes she used, but hopefully my eyelashes will work. But they look cute on her, but I feel like it'd be too dramatic for me, so I'm gonna see if these could work somehow, some way. Okay, so I'm back with the lashes on. We look real cute. I like these. This is so cute. I like how this makeup is turning out so far. So let me see what she does for the face, or like the base of the makeup.
First, I am going to use a little bit of my Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. I also have my NARS that I just used yesterday. I took a long break from using this, but every time I use it, it reminds me of why I love it so much. I low-key want to use a tinted moisturizer. Now, a lot of tinted moisturizers doesn't give you no coverage, but this do. It seems like a foundation, but it's not a foundation, but it feels like a very nice moisturized, I don't even know how to explain it, y'all, but it's really good. Like, look at the color. Look at that color.
So I do have tinted moisturizer. I have two actually. I didn't realize I had two. But for primer, I do have the e.l.f. Hydro Grip. Hers, the pink version. I think the niacinamide one. I think that's how you say it. But I have just the regular Hydro Grip one. And I love this. This is really good. And then for the tinted moisturizers, I have the Maybelline Dream Urban Coverage tinted moisturizer with sunscreen in the shade Mocha. Then I have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer in the shade Deep Dark. So I might just mix the two, because one of them is sunscreen and one of them doesn't have sunscreen. I feel like this one could easily match me better. But I do want to try the e.l.f. niacinamide version of their grip primers. It's just I haven't got a chance to run into Sephora or Ulta or even on their own website to grab like their niacinamide. I know Target sells a lot of e.l.f. products, which I might just do, just make it like a huge Target run and just buy a bunch of e.l.f. products that I don't have. Here, I haven't used a brush in a long time to blend out my makeup, but honestly, I'm not mad at it
I don't want this
for using a brush, because sometimes brushes make your makeup look more skin-like than a sponge. So I kind of prefer this method that she's using. Oh wait, let me calm down, because I don't want this to get nowhere near my lace.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so for concealer, she ended up using the NYX Born to Glow concealers, the one with like the puffy, kind of not like a Q-tip, but like,
What do you mean by that?
the puffy sponge at the end. That one, I don't have that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my LA Girls Pro Concealer in Chestnut, and I'm gonna place it. Hers is pretty bright. I'm not gonna hold you. That concealer is pretty bright, but I was gonna use my LA one for now, and she placed it on, like, you know, like the typical areas of where you do your concealer, and she did like a triangle like. I can tell by the way you in love with me. You can get enough of me, yeah. Well, I guess it's looking like you stuck with me. And then for like near like the eyeshadow, I'm going to draw like a definition so that the concealer and the eyeshadow won't mesh together. All right, so concealer is on. We're looking really, really good. So let's see what she does next.
Top of it, so I'm just gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me. I did use that yesterday, but I'm here nor there with that. I think this is just a little too dark for under the eye right now for this look. I feel like I will ruin it if I was to use this. We're just gonna get into these two and call it a day, okay? medium, deep 30 first, and then I'm going to top it with 25 medium. These are literally right next to each other. This one, the 30 is darker than the, you know, the 25, but I'm going to use a little bit of this. I like the 30 because it's like close to my skin shade, and yeah, and I like the 25 because it's close to my skin shade too. It's just a little bit lighter.
I do have a Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's in the shade 30, so medium deep, and she took on a powder puff. I think we used the same powder shade, or she might be a little shade lighter than me, but I'm just gonna use my Maybelline one. Now I love this Maybelline powder. For one, it's not too cakey, it's not too drying either around my eyes either, because I tend to have like dryness around my eyes, and so I like how it doesn't have like that drying effect on the eyes. Now some powders do, again, because it's a powder.
And then while that's set a little bit, I'm gonna go in with, before I do the second powder, I'm gonna go in with the True Match. I mean, not True Match, Lord Jesus. True Complexion by Black Radiance Contour Palette. This, if this ain't a throwback, I don't know what is. So, as y'all know, it comes with the contour, sculpt, and highlight. I'm gonna go in with the sculpt one first. And then I'll go in with the, I kind of like go in with both, honestly. But I'm gonna go in with sculpt.
Okay, so for like this set the outer portions of the face, she went in the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Powder. Y'all know this palette. This the palette. I'm in the shade dark to deep. She used the sculpting one.
The fuck is that?
Ignore this. It broke.
And
I never got a chance to go back to Target. So
well, just as I thought, trash.
I'm gonna use the sculpting part to sculpt around the face. Now for the nose, I don't know what she does for her nose, and I know she uses to kind of wipe away some of that powder we used earlier, so I'm just gonna go in my sculpting part. And yeah, all right, so I'm all powdered up as far as like contour and like sculpting, so let me see what she does next.
And with the powder, the lightest one, which is this 25 shade, 25 medium, and I'm only taking this literally right here, right underneath the eye, literally.
Okay, so she added like a lighter powder underneath her eyes. I'm gonna skip that step because you need to leave. I don't want to mess up what I already have going on, so I'm just gonna skip that step for now. Okay, so now for blush, she went in the Juvia's Place Saharian 2 palette. I don't have neither of those palettes, nor the 1 nor the 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, and the blush she used was kind of like a mauve-y purple pink almost. So I'm gonna go in the Moss palette by Juvia's Place, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one right here, probably a mixture of this one too, but mostly this one, and I'm just gonna use that as a blusher because like this color is the closest one she had, and she just took it on like the fronts, like the apples of her cheeks. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now to finish off the eyes, she ended up going back in this Zulu palette. Zulu, that's how you pronounce it? I think that's how you pronounce it, Zulu palette. And she just went back in with the blue, this blue teal color and that purple, and kind of finish off the look.
This. Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, I don't need no more gloss, y'all. My lips ain't that damn big. Can't take too much lip gloss.
Alright, so I added my lip liner, so let me see what she does for the rest of the lip. So what I'm gonna do is to start like the base of it. I'm gonna add my e.l.f. Cosmetics lip lacquer in Wild Rose. Kind of get like that mauve-y pink look she had. Then I'm gonna go in my NYX. This is a milky gloss in the shade Milk the Cocoa, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of this because it's more like a brownie pink and not like a pink. And then I'm gonna go back in with the e.l.f. gloss to make it more pinky.
Y'all, let's bring some of this shit back. These little techniques we used to use.
That highlighter color she used from a Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. She didn't say the name of it. It's like that bronzy goldy one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Beauty Creations Cali Glow highlighter palette and use that as the highlighter. She basically did all like the high points of the face. So like your nose, your cheeks, your eyebrow, your chin, places like that.
To take that shimmer blue.
Okay, so once you're done highlighting, she went back in with the Zulu palette and she went inside to this, oh my gosh, she went inside to this bluey like greeny shade right here and put that towards the inner corner. Okay, I didn't see if she added any setting spray, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of my e.l.f. blue light setting spray to kind of like help with all the powders and everything. Okay, so I am back. I'm going to change into some like cute clothes, kind of match the vibe she was giving towards the end of the video, and I'll be right back. All right, so I am back. I took down my hair, kind of put on a cute little kind of like sweater thing, even though it's in the summertime, springtime. I know I tried to find a sundress. I couldn't find one that was close to her, so I just put on this like brown little sweater type thing. But honestly, this is really cute. I love how the makeup turned out. It doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel heavy. I love everything about it. It's very colorful. I can say that it's very colorful. It goes with my hair. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed me following Dollface Lyric springtime makeup look. This was really cute, and I can definitely see this for like a date night, kind of like summer makeup, you know, spring summer makeup. So this is really cute for like date night or when you're out with your girls, or just a cute little summer look. I think it's really cute, really fun. I enjoyed watching and following along. All the products I use will be in the link down below in the description box, plus all of Dollface Lyric information. So make sure y'all go follow her, subscribe to her. She's really cool. She has a fun personality on her vlogs and her own channel in general. That's why I like her, because she just says what comes to her mind. She doesn't really care, and I like that. So make sure y'all go subscribe to her. And yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed me following along with Dollface Lyric makeup. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in another video. Bye.